Wednesday evening, and it's the final Wednesday evening Duckhook show. Here we are. We're sitting and we're enjoying what has been an unbelievable season. Everybody's enjoyed it. It's been some great moments, great storylines. We could make a movie script every year of what exactly has happened. Yes, the Summer Cup has just finished this last Sunday, and what a great event it was. I think it was our largest Summer Cup field in the history of the Summer Cup, and we all had a great day. We had a great awards, and we have a new major champion, and I'm going to put him on straight away to join us because you got to see the grin on his face. There he is. Hello, Cornell.
Yes.
There you go. Look up. Oh, let me give you a big screen so you can see the big grin on his face. Welcome to the Major Champions Circle. How are you feeling a few days later?
Yes. No. Look, it's still a massive feeling. You know, getting still used to the fact that I'm looking into that nice trophy at my bar. You know, worked hard for quite some time to try and get there. Came close. Yes. Finally, it's here with me now. So yeah.
What did your wife say when you got home? Did she say, yo, that's a big trophy?
For she was when I got home, you know, after a round of golf. So yeah, at least finally bringing something home, something decent. So yeah, not just staying away late on a Sunday evening every time.
Correct. Hello, boys. Hello, Frikkie. Hello, Johnny. We all know that Johnny is the player of the season, 2022. Johnny, let's go to you. I'm sure that's sunk in. You've had many occasions where this has happened. Let's ask you the first question is, which has been the most special players of the season that you have gotten?
As I must say, it was this year's. You know, the first 2 years, it was sort of like just keeping a lead towards the back end and taking it. But, the fight... you know, that we had, you know, like myself and the other three gents in the last four ball, and then even Cornell at the end. You know, it was really fun, and I'll never forget this one.
Frikkie, you won nothing besides on the day itself. How did that feel? That must have been
I lost everything there. We had a few head-to-heads as well, and I lost against Jan, I lost against Ian Holtzhausen, I lost against Gerard. So, it was a great day for me.
Well done. Well, some other people had a chance at least, somewhere along the line. Well, we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got the Summer Cup. We're going to dive straight into that. And then we've got the Shootout Barbarians team announcement. And we've got some other special announcements around the Barbarians team. We've been working behind the scenes on it. Then we're going to go through the calendar for next year quickly. There's been some little tweaks. And then we've got some what's new next year, which we would love for you all to buy into and support and see where it takes us in 2023. The guys are watching and eager as ever on the chat line. I see Leon Oosthuizen was the first one that popped up on mine, saying, hello, boys. Hello, Leon. Good year for him as well, finally getting a trophy at Huddle Park in a great round. Hello, Amal, good evening. Finale show. Or show finale. Leon Kruger is also with us. Hello, Barry. I'm going to get to your second comment. Sorrel, welcome. Just to say, what a great season it has been. Golf and show, champion stuff. Well done, the Duckhook team. Thank you very much, Wayne. Can always rely on you for your positivity. Jan also says, hello, Ducks. Enjoy the show. Congratulations to all. And well done, Matt, for another great season. Yes, thank you very much. A lot of work goes into it, but I'm not alone. There's a lot of people putting a lot of effort into it. Peter Zach says, hello. Leon says, Laka Cornell, congratulations on a great win. And this is the one I want. His wife said, Dis 'n groot voel. And I've totally broken something here, which doesn't help. The background decided to move, so let me just see if I can fix that. No.
Talking about big eagle.
What happened? You see, why do you want to see two of me? Oh, there's a background. Let's just fix this quickly. The mouse pad is obviously very sensitive. There we go. Okay, click. Right. Hello, Quibus. Hello, Gerard. Hello, champs. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching once again. And Ryan Esmond, hello from France. Have you got nothing better to do, Ryan? Hello from France. There you go. Right, let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into Summer Cup here is how it all unfolded, and then we'll talk about the actual conditions on the day. Cornel Erasmus winning it on -4. Bobby van der Spey, Dani Geldernes -2 apiece. Edward Kutzer, that's his best finish as far as I recall, -1, tied with Jan. Moritz Malherbe, which had the lead for a very long time, unfortunately also succumbed to the medal event. Sorrel was the same. He was running away with it at some point after 11 holes, or after 10 holes, and the 11th, unfortunately, put a bit of a dent in his major glory campaigns. Grant Nell, myself, and Yapi deploy. Let's quickly talk about the day itself and the conditions, everybody. I thought the course was a magnificent condition, and I thought we got away with the weather. Earlier on, with the predictions, I know we don't speak about weather, but the predictions were awful for the afternoon. And it came, and it went, and we managed to carry on. So Duckhook weather prevails once again, with only 1 out of 41 events being rained out. Good day. What did you think, Friggy?
Yeah, man, look, it was a great day. I mean, we really enjoyed it. Obviously, the rain that came through put a little bit of a damper on it. Even with our Moritz, because at that stage I think it was -4. And I told him not to have that beer. And Jan had a big one. Then, obviously he fell out. But look, the fact that we could get through the rain, it was great. Actually, just after the rain, the course was looking even more lush. So, I mean, it was great.
Greens were a little bit different. It makes a bit of a difference when there's a bit of just slight dew on it. Cornel, obviously the rain helped you, because once you went out after the rain, your game just picked up.
Yes, I have to say, Maz. I mean, I came out after 9 holes. I was level, and I still thought to myself, the course is becoming too easy. There's way too many guys under par and so on, But we were out there, we were enjoying it, and then I've obviously parred the 10th. Hit a very nice shot in close to the pin on 11. The siren went off. I still wanted to make the putt. The guy chased us of a green and stones on Marble. I'm very glad I didn't rush that putt. We went up, had a few beers, had a laugh on top here about the weather. Really happy that we could go back and at least finish around and enjoy it. Went back, boxed that birdie, and I think from there it just picked up for me. I made a very nice hand save on the next hole, and on the 15th, I made a massive birdie putt there. And right there, I thought to myself, listen, I think I'm in it. I didn't look at the scoreboard or anything. I thought that I'm here by -3, -4 after there. So it should be a good score for the day. I made back-to-back bogeys there and a very nice party in to eventually see that I'm in the clubhouse on -4. But yes, I mean, I have to say, after that rain, the greens were just completely different. My putter just suddenly woke up and suddenly the putt started falling in the holes, So I'm actually glad that the rain came. I doubt if the rain did not come back, the result might have been the same. But the course was in magnificent condition, and I really enjoyed it. I've shot a 71 there before, a 76 to follow up again. So I think I really enjoyed playing it.
Yes, well, it definitely looks like it. We've got quite a few guys saying congratulations on your win. Thank you very much. Sorrel, I just want to, let's just go to Leon Oosthuizen. He says, Glendow was great and in top condition. Always a great place to play the Summer Cup. Well, it's one of the top ranked courses in Joburg. Let us play there, and they're always very welcoming, and it's a nice place to end off the season. Sorrel says, the rain saved my round, could compose myself in the break. Yes, well, we all noticed, and when I mean all of us, we're all sitting at the clubhouse with the rain delay, and the score had come through, and the whispers started. Did you see what Sorrel did? Did you see what Sorrel did? Sorrel started 11. Oh my God, where did Sorrel go? He was leading. Where's he now? Scroll. Oh, he's +2. Hey. And then we realized that is probably why he's not coming back to the clubhouse. We didn't hear any gunshots coming, echoing over the hills after that 11, but
we almost thought he went home.
Almost thought he went home. Donnie, let's go to the end. Oh wait, what are we going to do? Let's go to the end of it. No, I changed my mind. Sorry, there's a lot to go through, but I'm trying to keep a nice story order. So, Cornel wins. We're always there when he wins. This is what happened and what he had to say. So let's have a look at the emotion of winning the Summer Cup. Well, it's official. Tell me how you're feeling.
Yes, very, very, very relieved, you know. So it's been a long day, rain, sun, everything, and to finally come up on top, you know, just with a victory finally in a major, you know. I've come second so many times. Just to have that as a relief, you know. Finally the trophy is with me, you know. So I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy.
Nice to win the biggest major field and exempt for the rest of next year.
Yeah, yes, like it. So now I'm booked for next year. So hopefully I can get another one somewhere.
Awesome, well done.
Thanks.
Yes, well done. Then what happened next is we were waiting for Donnie to come in because up to that point, Donnie needed to do something. He was on -3 with 2 holes to go, and then what happened, sir? Tell us.
Yeah, Maz, I'm going to go a little bit further back to the par 5, par 3, par 4. So on the first par 5, I think it's hole 13, left a birdie putt in the throat. Then the same on the 14th on the par 3. And then, I made a solid par on the next par 5. So at that stage, I looked at the scoreboard and I saw Cornell was on 3 under, and I thought to myself, okay, I've got 3 holes to go. If he makes a 5-foot on the last one, I just need to make a birdie and I can maybe take it upright, or if he makes a par, birdie will just let us tie and then it's a playoff. And I think I hit one of the worst tee shots of the day on 16 into the right-hand side bunker there on the fairway, on the right-hand side. And caught it out, hit a tree sort of like 60 meters from the green. And I had a hell of an up and down from there. So I got to the par 3, I'm thinking, okay. And then I saw it was like Cornell was on 4 under, so I thought, okay, well, I need to birdie one of these two. And I think I hit yet again one of the worst tee shots out there, and I actually went into the bunker on the right hand side and up and down from there. So stepping on the last hole, I knew I had to make birdie, and it's just unfortunate my drive went a little bit to the left, and I was dead. I was like standing behind the tree there, thinking I have to hit this low, high hook
on the green.
On the green to get it to get it close, and I still think that shot that I hit to get into the bunker was actually awesome, because that I almost had to go. My line of where I had to start the ball was at the crowd on the right hand side, close to halfway house. So it's just unfortunate. It's like obviously I had to go for broke with that bunker shot, to try and hold it. Obviously, when it didn't, it was game, set, and match for Cornell.
Yes.
But he's deserving. He's, it's like he's had a weird year, if we can say so. Not playing all the events and stuff. So he's fully deserving of that title, and I'm happy for him.
Cornell, Donnie hits it in the bunker. You realize that he has to pretty much chip it in from the bunker to even have a chance to tie. And I know we were standing there, and we were like, there is no way we're having a playoff. There's not going to be enough sun, so we need a result now. What was your feelings when it kind of dawned on you that it was yours?
Look, I think everybody knows Donnie, and even though he was behind the trees, I thought to myself, I really hope he doesn't get it onto the green, because he has a tendency of making these ridiculous shots, having played with him a lot of times and so on. Seeing him still getting it into the bunker, I thought, listen, it was a good shot. Mm-hmm. And again, it's still Donnie. He still had to make the bunker shot. And anything is possible, And eventually, when I saw, and that bunker shot actually went very close to the hole. I think it was still a magnificent shot. But I think the first time I became relieved was when I saw that ball turning away from the hole and not towards the hole. I knew for the first time, I still didn't want to get too excited, because still anything can happen, Yeah. But I think that was the first time that I became relieved when I saw that bunker shot turning away from the hole and not making it. So,
well, there you have it.
Yeah.
A champion, and he's exempt for the next 4 majors, which is awesome. You don't have to worry about trying to qualify because you are there. The one thing that we did have on the side game was there was a Super Cup between myself and Ryan, the plate versus the cup. It was a great game up until 9. The first 9 we came out even. He played exceptionally well. I think If it wasn't for the ninth, he would have shot under 39. He would have shot 39 or so, so he was playing really well. But unfortunately, just a couple of bad drives. And his momentum swing went, and I managed to win the next couple, and then it was over. Brain gone. So that was the one thing. Then there was a 4-ball alliance that always features in our competition, and just to show you who the 4-ball alliance winners were on the day, well done again to Kobus Skuman, Sarah Steyn, Alan Lowe, and Stefan Enright. They went out quite early, but they managed to get 94 points, 22 under. So well done to them. I think they were pretty much all solid, but I'm going to go with Cyril was the main contributor on the day. I thought let's have a look at how the other guys went. If we go down the leaderboard of 4-ball alliance, it will come shortly, hopefully. There we go. Clint Brutus, Paul Severo, Martinez, Moritz Lombard, Malherbe, Stephen Lombard was second with 21. And then there was a bit of a gap. Luki, Carl, Leon, and Ronnie. Stephen, Bobby, Jan, and Gerard came in on 15. There was a couple of guys on 15, including our 4-ball. The guys who went out first, Kun and Kun Pretorius, Billy Hall and Nicky with minus 15 as well. The leading 4-ball were minus 14, so they weren't going to win that one. And then if you go down to the last page, the strugglers was Oki Britt, Simon Mayer, Peter Prince, and Barry Fenton, minus 1, which is, that's not great, is it? No. Fight another day.
Was there one 8-pointer there?
One?
The one 8-pointer there with Clint Bruder's 4-ball.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty awesome.
So 2 birdies on the stroke hole. Right. Then there was a team match play. They came in second last, and the team match play came down. After the first 9, there were 2 up, a specific team, and then there were 4 and 3 winners. Our team match play champions, Jason Ivans and Eddie Ivans. Congratulations to them. This is their second victory. They did not win it last year. Ronnie and Trevor won it, but they're back in the winner's circle. And thank you very much to Livcore as they sponsored the prize pool, and they've each walk away 3,000 credits. And the runners up, Neville and Kevin, walk away with 1,000 credits. If you want to know how the match unfolded, it pretty much went like this, all square. And then the Steady Eddies were always in the pound seat to say, always in the pound seat. Okay, Colin.
They're always so steady. I must say, the couple of years that we've seen them play, I mean, they're a very solid team. So hopefully, the next team challenges that comes forth, we can try and give them a go. But those are definitely the guys to look after.
I think we might need to rig the groups with harder people for them to beat.
No. I think I've got the game plan to beat the Steady Eddies. We play alternate shots. So I want to see Jason Ivan hit fairways or high percentage of holes after his dad's drive.
Yeah. There we go. There's an idea. We were also there to catch up with them as it ended. Team match play champions once again. Congratulations. Just wait for Eddie to get into here. Boys, how are you feeling? You've gone through the whole season and you're once again top of the pops.
Oh yeah, no, it's a fantastic feeling. Again with my dad, it's fantastic. Yeah,
very good to win. But we had some tough matches right through the season, but we managed to pull through.
Tell me about the game today. How did it go?
A little bit up and down. It wasn't too much great golf. I mean, we had a few good holes. Front 9 was 1 up all square, 1 up all square. But we pulled it through. Kevin, Nev, they missed a few putts, lipped out quite a few times. So a bit unlucky to them, but congratulations to them to make the final. It was a great experience again. Look forward to next year.
If you can sum up the team season in a sentence, what would it be?
I don't know about my dad's shoulders. He's carried me most of the season. So.
No, I didn't. No, it was actually great. And thanks to Duckhook.
Yeah,
because if it wasn't for Duckhook, it's the only place that you can play every course in the country in Gauteng. If you belong to a club, you normally play that club. But with Duckhook, you go and play every course throughout Gauteng, plus up in Magaliesburg, all over. Absolutely fantastic.
Congratulations!
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Right. So then Donnie's four ball came in. So congratulations to them. I'm sure they'll be back next year. Donnie's four ball came in, and we weren't 100% sure. We knew if you made par, Donnie, then you would have won the Player of the Season. But we've jumped the gun before and assuming things, and then it didn't turn out the way we thought. So we were like, nah, this is not happening again. We learnt our lesson, as we do. We're going to wait. We're going to do the calculations, because we don't want to all run out and high five, Donnie, whoop, 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 and then at the end you've lost. That would suck. So we waited. But we knew if you made the par. So you missed the par, so it was a bit of a... But it did come around eventually, and boys and girls, as we know, Mr. Player of the Season was announced at the end of the awards, and Donnie Geldenhuys did end up taking it. This is his little video. Player of the Season, the awards are done. The last announcement, you are 2022 Player of the Season. How are you feeling?
So lucky to have it. It's my third one, so I'm grateful. Thanks for Strixon for sponsoring the set of irons, and also it was such a lack of four balls, like with the guys that we played with. Yaku was there the whole time, Richard, Grant as well. So no, it's the feeling's amazing just to put good players, playing off like, okay, today I played over 3, but single figure the whole year. So yeah, I'm glad. Everything changed when I won the first event at Houghton. That for me was the stepping stone of getting actually a lot more points, and then obviously I won the one at Wingate, and that just jumped me up the ranking. To get that from your peers, it's like guys that you play with the whole year, it's quite lucky. There's nothing quite like it, and I think everybody wants it, and that's yeah, it's great.
It's great stuff, and you were very happy when I was doing that interview. Talking about learning things, right, that we make mistakes from. Ricky, what did you learn on the day?
I will just say keep quiet on this one, please.
If you want to ask something that people mustn't know over a mic, just take the mic away from your mouth.
It's not even
that. You idiot, you just blew it. And I thought to myself, what? What did I do? This was like a talking point for some time.
Let us put it in context. So when I said to Fricky when we were doing the awards, I said, try to elaborate on the graphics and mention a couple of things that people don't know, right? And then I think it got stuck in his brain. And when the graphic came up about the Barbarians team, then he thought, let me fill in some space. Yeah. And then he slipped that I wonder if Donnie's going to captain the Barbarians team. And we were like...
It was one of those moments where it's like, we just stood there, it's like, okay, he's like, yes.
Thanks for that. So he's at least learned that, you got to think twice before you're speaking in front of people. Some comments quickly. Gerard Snyman says, Steady Eddie, watch out the G's, because Gerard Snyman and Fricky are together next year. I don't know if that's public. I'm sure everybody knows by now.
Oh, shut up, Gerard.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows. Who else it's going to be? It's not going to be me. Peter Zach says, congratulations, Steady Eddie, great team combo, low and high. Yes, and I think that's an example, because most people are trying to find low and high, because there's a couple of teams that are not together this year. They've changed. So obviously Donnie's getting a new partner, nobody who knows who it is. Graham de Villiers, because Gerard left, he doesn't have a partner. I don't know about you, Cornell. You also said you're looking for new partners, if anybody's looking for a partner. So yeah, things change. There's a small couple of things that also happened at the awards. This is what they were. Rookie of the Season, right? This went to Jean-Ray du Toit, and this is simply for winning the Thursday series in his first attempt on the tour. I can tell you there was a close second on other players were quite close, but in the end, Jean-Ray took it. The Players' Player of the Season, we all had a vote. People sent me messages to say who they would like to vote for. Remember, the Players' Player of the Season, that's a mouthful, is somebody who, it's not only results driven, it's part of it, but it's somebody who makes the effort, somebody who's involved, somebody who stays afterwards as a dog, the whole gees of the thing. And at the end, the most votes came for, if you do not know this, I'm sure you do, but the most votes came for Mr. Ian Holzhausen. So well done. Also, he was in contention for Rookie of the Season with his 1 win and finishing quite high up on the player rankings. But the panel thought that winning a series just pipped him. I did say to Ian, if you win the Summer Cup, my friend, then you will be the Rookie of the Season. That was probably not something good to say, because then he played 9 holes and left. I'm glad you're feeling better, Mr. Ian Holzhausen.
And as it, with that 5 Buffaloes, he hasn't had one. I'm just saying, because everyone did Buffaloes for him, so he's definitely the player of the season, I must say.
Yeah, they're reciprocating for him. There's one thing that I did miss before I run off. The moment of the season, you want to know who that belonged to? Well, this is who the moment of the season belonged to. Jesus!
There we go. Because I saw it pitch, boom, straight in. Well done, dude. First time in my life. Thanks,
dude. So well done to Mitchell. There was a lot of good moments, but that was voted for. Hole in One on Classic Tour on the 13th. Right. Are we ready for the shootout, gentlemen? A bit of an update of what's happening. The main update is that we gave Jaco the option, if he won Player of the Season, to be the Barbarians captain. He did not win the Player of the Season, but the option went to Donnie. He didn't hesitate, and he said, I am going to captain the Barbarians team. What does that all mean? Well, it meant that he went out of the Thursday Series team to give a space for someone else. So they are your captains for 2023 Shootout. I never know how to say it, because it's not really the 2023 Shootout. It's more like the 22 Shootout teams, but it's in 23, but you know what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
So Donnie, take us through your thinking around it.
Maz, the chances that I will get into a Barbarian team, I always perform relatively well, so I'll be on a Sunday or a Thursday team. So obviously by captaining the Barbarian team, I just thought, well, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, to basically have a Barbarian shirt in the cupboard. And so when you gave me the option, I was in Duckhook.
Duckhook. I can tell you how Duckhook he was in, because the next day was already sending me designs of the Barbarian shirts. And they were actually quite nice designs. I like the ones without the collars. I thought those were pretty cool. But I see your latest one has collars on them. So maybe put a thing. So yes, welcome to the new Barbarians captain. So let's go through the teams. Now, Frikkie and myself were discussing, because we're going through the people, right, because it's top 10, who had missed out. And we thought, there is so many, because obviously the group grows and the group grows. There are so many people that are missing out. It's actually quite sad. So after a phone call or two, I managed to secure 2 more 4-balls. What does that mean? Well, the Barbarians teams will now be 12, right? So it's the top 10. So each Barbarians captain will get to choose 2 wild cards. So that gives 8 more players a chance. If you're happy with that, let us know in the chat line. I thought, why not? It's something different. So we've got 44 who will be playing. 48. 44? 48. Okay. 48. So Thursday series team, just to recap, will now be with Donnie going out. So Simon comes into the Thursday series team. That's not to say everybody is confirmed. I think they're pretty much 99% confirmed. But Jeandre will get to choose 2 wildcard players out of the pool of wildcard players. There are 20 players in the pool. And we'll go through how they get there now. So that's Thursday series. Sunday 1, right, stays the same. Richard with Shannon, Ian, Stefan, Oki, Steve, Jeandre, Grant, Louis, and Edwin will be also choosing 2 wildcard players. Frikkie, this is your team. Take us through it quickly.
Okay. With me, the captain, we've got Jan Venter, Stefan Lombard, Clint Broeders, Ryan Jensen, Brian Owen, Grain de Villiers, Kobus Kuman, Cornel Erasmus, and Kero there. Keep in mind that Kobus has never lost a shootout, so I'm hoping that will be in our favor. And yeah, so looking forward to this.
So what do you think, boys, of having the 2 extra wildcard positions?
Man, from my side, it's awesome. Look, as we have spoken, it's a great initiative. So yeah, Cornell, Donnie, what do you think?
No, I think it's awesome. Sorry, Donnie, if I can go first. I mean, I've played in one or two of those events before, and I think the more opportunity or more positions there are, the more opportunity there are for new guys to participate in the shootout as well, So I also just want to add on top of that, me and Quivers were the best players in 1 year, so I don't want to say too much, but yeah.
Yeah, some decisions too. Go for it. Don't you want to add to that quickly?
Yeah, no, I think it just changes the dynamic a little bit. It's like 40 players before, now it's 48. So the thinking cap for the captains are going to be there, which makes it just a little bit more fun, and obviously it just makes the crowd a little bit bigger. So, when the guys are coming in and the camaraderie between the teams, I think it's going to be a great day. Hopefully, IF Africa will just get their tee off times right for us.
Dude, they sent me the tee off times today. You know what? Take a guess what the first tee off time in order to fit us in is.
6:30.
6:20, my friends. So they're opening the course early for us. So because it's only 1 tee start, 10-minute intervals. The one thing that they have come on board is when I booked the first shootout, they were like, yo, but it's Sunday, it's our members, we can't give you 40 spots, we'll see what we can do, we'll speak to the committee, blah, 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 blah. How many ever years ago with that? Then they said, yes, you can do it. The following year, no problem. And then this year, to jump forward, I said, I don't know if they're going to give us an extra 2 4-balls, because initially, to give us 40 was an issue. I contacted them and said, yeah, no problem, do whatever you want. I'm like, sweet. Making inroads. Criteria for Barbarians. Now, there is a criteria, you might know. Let me just put the right one in here. Is it the right one? Right. So if you are a league major special events winner, or a special or a series winner, okay, you know what I'm saying? But you've also played many of the games, you are in, right? So if you won 1 and played 3 games all season, then that's not really fair. Okay. Top ranked 20 players will be in. Based on events played, then you can get in, and season performances. So for the Barbarians team, Johnny, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So this is totally on merit. Here we go. You can announce the Barbarians teams. Everybody ready? These are the Barbarians.
Okay.
Go for it.
Right, so obviously me as a captain, I will be having the greatest team there. Maz, you are there in the team. Uncle Trev, and Mr. Leon Oosthuizen. We've got Kevin Ho there, not Sarlstein.
Sorry.
Bobby Sarlstein. Ruby Pretoria. Then we've got Jaco de Kok, Theon Becker, Sarlstein, and Hansi Hamman. Congrats, gents.
So, as you know, Leon won, Trevor won an Open, Sarl Ho won a event, Bobby won, Jaco won, Tian as well won the Classic. He said he'll come up for the shootout, he doesn't want to miss it. Sarl winning 2. Hansi Hamman played 38 events, if I'm not mistaken, this season. He was 3rd highest, so he gets the nod in front of somebody who had won 1 and hardly played, if you know what I mean. So that is the top 10, and you get 2 wild cards. Now, the wild cards, as I mentioned, there's 20, so the captains get to choose, so it's not up to me, so you can fight them. It's pretty much gone on games played, so the guys who played the most games will be in there. So here we go. Wild card 1. Here's your first selection that you can choose from. We're looking for 8 players. Gerard Snyman, Jacques Gravenstein, Martin Tata, Lyle Langley, Vickers Lee, Peter Zakaria, Koenraad Pretorius, Neville Kers, Rudolf Broderick, and Peter van Wyk. As you see, when I said there were so many people that are missing out, now you can actually see, and I've only put 1 page on, how many people are missing out on the shootout of regular status. Right. Wild card 2. Ashley Herman, Frikkie Steyn, Hanno Oosthuizen, Barry Venter, Lukie Janssen, Russell Tandy, John van Deventer, Leon Kruger, Pranay Pandey, and Paul Ricketts. Paul Ricketts has played 22 matches in the series this year, so he's also one of the top guys who played. What do you think, boys? I'm not going to ask you who you're going to choose now, because that's going to be a separate thing we're going to do.
Just from my side, I'm just going to say Debs. Okay,
No.
already Debs.
No. Fricky, we already had this conversation, so no.
It's not going to be easy, boys. It's not going to be easy who to choose. 8 have to go from there. If there's cancellations, right? If there's unavailability in the top 10, you also choose from that pool of players. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is next week, soonest, I'm going to record a thing with the captains. It won't be live. I'll cut it down where they are going to do a coin toss, who they're going to play, and they're going to choose their wild cards. And then you'll know, by the end of next week, you know if you're in the shootout team or not, or if you're going to be waiting for people to cancel. Happiness, everyone. There we go. Right, let's finish this show. I'm going to go to the calendar. I wanted to show you a couple of things. Just to remind you, next week, so we will open January, right? 19th is Wingate. Somebody might say, but Wingate wasn't there. It was in March. But Blue Valley are now holidaying in March, so we've swapped them around. Donnie, you asked for Observatory. Well, there it is. It's going to be on a Thursday, 16th of February. Jackal Creek, April. Ramshoek hasn't changed. Pretoria Country Club hasn't changed. Glendower hasn't changed. Royal Joburg West in August. Ibotsi Links, that did move, but I don't know when. Because they were, I think they might have been February, but now they've got a big golf day, and I asked to move it, and I did. Benoni Country Club on the 19th, and Irene back on the calendar on the 16th of November. Right, I was trying to get them on a Sunday, but you know, if you take too long as a club to respond to me, I'm trying to book 33 of these things, and that's just serious games. Then if somebody else says that date, then sorry. There was courses that I did try to get. I wanted to get Royal Oak, for instance. First time there, we would have played there, but I just couldn't get confirmation out of them because they were like, "Oh, we can tell you in 2 months." I'm like, 2 months? Exactly. This you're going to find interesting. We have 3 AM games in Sunday Series 1, everybody. That is a record. Machalis Park is always AM, 12th of February. We start at Park View on the 22nd. Services, Dainfern. Krugersdorp is first time being played on the Sunday Series. Reading. Houghton, ERPM. Kyalami is back on the calendar. It wasn't on the calendar last year, 3rd of September. Acacia is an AM tee-off, and Waterkloof is an AM tee-off. And you know what the nice thing about these are? I didn't even have to ask for AM tee-off. They just offered it to me, which is fantastic. So hopefully going forward, we might get a few more of them. I know some guys would be like, but I think the majority of us prefer it. Am I right?
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Sunday Series 2, there's one thing that you will think, what, is that correct? Well, Killarney, we start on the 29th of January, Benoni Lakes, Glen Vista. Wanderers, first time it's on the Sunday Series. Before, they were difficult with Sundays, but now they don't care. Huddle Park, Centurion, Bushwillow, Eagle Canyon, the 19th of August, which is a Saturday, everybody, a Saturday. Silver Lakes, Modderfontein, Royal East is a great place to finish. You might ask, how did you get a Saturday? Well, they offered it to me. I said I was trying to get the Sunday, and they said, well, we actually have more members playing on the Sunday, so if you prefer to play on a Saturday, and I thought, well, why not? Let's try a Saturday. It will be the first time ever, and see how that goes. So we will be on a Saturday for a change, although it's only in August. Lots to wait. The special events, just to remind you of how it's working. The team shootouts on the 15th. The majors, 2 of them are on a Sunday. The Masters is on a Friday because I cannot book Serengeti on a Sunday. The Challenge 500 is moved from October or September to May to spread it out a bit. The Open is on a Sunday. The Players' Champs is on a Sunday. The Classic Tour is no longer October. It's the 6th to 9th of September. Right? The reason being is because they are normal time. They are holidaying, if you did not know, and we can't move back or further because it's the end of the season. And they can't accommodate us before like the mid of September. So we just means we're going on tour earlier. Yay.
That's nice.
Right. Some membership things. I'm going through it. Fricky will help me with these ones. Guys, when it comes to the membership, we've added one more. There's 1 or 2 guys who want 3 rounds a month. So this is pretty much done for those 1 or 2 guys. That you can get 3 rounds a month. So you're welcome to. Obviously, you've got nothing better to do than play golf. But the cost is going up a little, as always. because the golf courses, the fees are going up. This year we try to absorb some of the costs, but with interest, inflation, and the cost of generators and water and whatever. So just about all of the golf courses, their green fees have gone up quite a bit. So now we have to try and absorb this, but we also can't just lift the fees as much. So there's about a 25 to 50 Rand increase on memberships, which is, in my opinion, not the worst. Ricky, help me with this. This is a green package.
Yeah, so we've got a green package here. I think it's about a 10 Rand increase on this one. It includes all the competition fees, handicap stats, live scoring, full player ranking points earned, and discount on special events. So we've got the loyalty membership for silver package, 480 Rand. I think it was 450 the previous one. I mean, the big thing on this one is the coach lessons per month, which is obviously awesome. I mean, if you look at the package that you get on 480 plus a free lesson, I mean, that's definitely worth it.
And that's it's one free lesson in silver package, eh? It's not a monthly thing.
Sorry, man. Yeah, 100% right. Yeah, the swing analysis and 2 simulator golf rounds is actually from Golf Concepts. Good one.
Platinum package is going up to 850.
Yeah, 850 for the platinum. This one includes a lesson per month for from a coach. Definitely worth it. I mean, you basically pay 450 Rand if you go that lesson per game then basically. So yeah, like
this one's gone up 50 Rand or so, right?
Sorry?
This one's gone up about $50, $60. How much?
Yeah, I think 795 to this one's 55, yes.
55 Rand, which basically is 27 Rand per round higher. Has to be diamond. If you're willing to spend 1,270 Rand per month in debit order, that is diamond.
Yeah, so the diamond package obviously is for the three rounds. Again, just one lesson per month from a coach, and then obviously the Golf Concepts, one swing analysis to simulate the golf rounds.
Yeah, so it's pretty much.
I think it's good.
It's pretty much the same as platinum. It's just an additional round that's been added for those guys. Okay, so that's membership. Okay, so don't be quiet with us if the price has gone up, but otherwise we go backwards. If you know what we're saying, if we have to fit the bill for it. There's 2 innovations that's happening next year, which we'd like your support with. And this is what it's called. It's called the Golf Squad Challenge. Okay, the Golf Squad Challenge. I would like to give more exposure to companies if they want, but it's also for social within this challenge. So what we're doing, based on Live Golf, right? So we're going to do the same as Live Golf. You know, they've set an awesome standard with the way they do their team things. So basically, your company, or if it's just 4 of you who want to enter, you enter and you enter a team for the year. 4 guys. So, for instance, myself and Frikkie will be from the Duckhook. Ryan Jensen is putting in a team, Ryan, Wayne, and Louis, and I don't know who his next one. But you can enter your team. Your company logo will go there. It's a 2,500 Rand entry for the year, which is not a lot of money. And then you will get subsequent social media exposure for your company. Okay, and it also puts us out there. This is how it's going to work. It's not 100% finalized because it's still early doors. Teams of 4. All 4 players must play in the same series event. But that doesn't mean you play in the same 4-ball, right? Your best 3 or 4 scores to count, like Live Golf. Accumulation of highest points. So if your team scores 90 points on the day, it will go in. First 11. Frikkie, explain the first 11 events to count monthly.
Yeah, so the first 11 events, so you might want to choose which event you want to play. Unfortunately, it's not going to work like that because there's only a certain amount of guys that plays one league. So wherever the 4 plays in the same event, so let's say you play Thursday, Sunday 1, Sunday 2. If you play the Sunday 1 together, different 4 balls obviously, that's the one that will count. So if you play better on the Thursday or the Sunday 2, it doesn't count. It's the first event that you guys play together as a 4-ball. That's the one that will count.
Okay. Does that make sense, Donnie?
It does.
Okay. So it's not a minimum of. It's not like you can play 20 and your best 11 scores count. You need to play 11. Why we say 11? Because there's 11 events in a Thursday series. If you can't make it 11, all 4 of you guys, then you need to play a Sunday 1 or a Sunday 2. But at the end, we'll have a leaderboard and we'll have updates every month on how the Love team thing is going. So that is another initiative. So the head-to-head virtual stuff is gone. Yay. Right. Then the other thing that we want to do is we want to promote credits more. Now, as you know, with the cost that we charge for events, we can't really up the credit giveaway, right? Because it's otherwise the green fees are going up, but we don't want to lift the green fees more than what it needs to be. So now it's up to you. And this is an example from the Classic, because at the Classic, the guys were putting in 100 Rand each, and they ended up getting like 2,800, 3,000 Rand they're playing for. Half the guys went for. So we thought, why not? Let's see on some events. If you do a Duckhook wallet, for instance, right? So we will have credit tournaments on a side game on the app. It will be 100 Rand to enter, right? And then there will be a leaderboard that will be put up on score capture, and then it pays out. So if 40 players enter on a Sunday one, right, there's 4,000, there would be 4,000 credits to play for. So if 80, imagine 80 enter, there's 8,000 credits to play for. There's a lot. So the winner takes 60%, second takes 25%, third 10, fourth 5, fifth 5. So if you do well in a couple of these that you've entered, you build your Duckhook wallet, okay, which you can basically pay for the Classic Tour special events, and with Donnie's help, like if you want a new set of grips from Iomic, right?
Yeah.
And you've won 1,000 credits, then you come to us and say, I would like a new set of grips from Donnie. Then we basically send Donnie the money, and he gives you the new grips. So you can almost have a way of buying merchandise, to say. If you need a new wedge, and you've got 1,500 credits, you go to Donnie, I need a new wedge, this is how much it costs, that's where the credit goes to. I wouldn't say it's a pyramid scheme, but basically everybody's contributing by entering to get people to be able to afford stuff that they're not normally able to afford. You know, if you won 2 of these things, you could go to the Classic for free.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea behind it. But we can't do it. We need you guys to buy in. Cornell, does that make sense to you?
Yes, no, definitely it makes sense, you know. So, I would definitely be part of it.
Cool. Donnie, makes sense to you?
No, definitely. I think it's a very good idea. You know, it's like I don't think people need to think of it as you know what happened on the Classic Tour, like a gambling thing. But you know, it does make sense. You know, they can use that cash for anything. You know, it's like, let's say the month is starting, you want to play in the major and you don't have the cash, you can use that wallet. You know, and, so yeah, no, I think I'm game for it. I think it's a very good idea.
Yep. And it's not to say that you have to do every single event. If you think, okay, I'm going to enter one of them this month and see how it goes, I'm on form, I'm playing well, I can finish in the top 5 and make some credits out of it, then that's when you enter and we see how it goes. I think also, you know, if the pools get better, the payouts can go down a little more to other players, but it's the support we need. So that is the that's the 2 major things that's changing next month. That goes with a Saturday game and majors on a different day and challenge 500 and early in the year, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, that is it from us, the team who put in a lot of hard work. It's now time to say Merry Christmas, festive season. I'm sure we're all going to be seeing each other playing golf. To those of you who are going on holiday, travel safe. We look forward to having you back to bang off the season with a shootout. Next week we'll know who the teams are. So yes, thanks so much for watching and being part of the community. Boys?
Maz, if I can...
Guys, thanks to you guys, eh?
Maz, if I can quickly chip in at just the last thing. You know, first of all, I think, like Fricky said, from all the guys, you know, thanks to you and actually to Fricky. You know, he's stepped up to the plate quite a lot the last few months, you know, with Duckhook, you know, and also it's like doing prize givings and stuff. So thanks to both you guys as well, and the guys behind the scenes, you know, Ryan as well, you know, for all the stats and stuff. It's hard work, and I think everybody from the Duckhook community appreciate what you guys do, and you know, that's why we keep on growing. So yeah, that's the first thing if I can go. And the second thing is, I know we didn't touch too much on the play of the season, but I just want to do a shout out on Yaku, Richard, and Grant. You know, it's like they had hell of a season this year. You know, it was great competing against them.
Did I not put the graphic in the top 10? Did I forget?
No, you did, but we were going to talk about the permutations and stuff. We didn't get to that. But
Okay, well, here it
that's
is.
that's besides the point. But just to say, you know, from my side, you know, actually to everybody in the league, you know, everybody played well, everybody had a chance, you know. So just from my side, you know, thanks to all the other Duckhookers, you know, because they making the leagues, you know. So yeah, thanks to all.
Here we go. Like you said, there were a lot of permutations. After 8 holes, Richard could have won the players. By the rain break, Grant could have won the players. And then it kind of just went your way at the end of the day. I just want to get in a couple of questions here, or a couple of things. Leon Western like the new things next year. Well done on changing it up. So I hope you enter a team, Leon. That'll be great from your side. Well done, the brilliant. Cheers. See you later. Awesome show, gents. Nice new initiative. That's from Leon. Thank you, Leon. What else? Festive season, happy travels. There was somebody. Okay, Wayne, I'll answer that separately because I can't read that whole thing and try and answer what you're trying to say.
Opstellen, Wayne, opstellen.
Awesome membership.
Short and sweet.
Leon wants to bump up to another higher membership, and Leon. Okay. Cornell, thank you very much for joining us for the first time ever.
Thanks, it was a lot of fun. Great season again, and thanks for everything.
Okay, now I'm saying officially goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Lekker boys.
Goodbye.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, thanks.
Goodbye.